target. I repeat, eyes off target.
Hi guys, welcome to the very special episode. This is awesome rifle. Let me put it this right off the bat. One of the best rifles I have ever tested and owned. And for those who don't know, me as the sniper team leader with the United States Army National Guard, I do have a huge heart for precision rifles, and that Tikka T3X TAC A1 was always on my head. I always wanted to try that rifle, and finally, after waiting, when I subscribed for the email alert at the EuroOptics site to purchase this rifle, it took almost 2 months of waiting time, and finally I got the alert. I went to the site and I purchased it. By the way, outstanding service from the EuroOptic. I paid slightly below $1,800. So enough with the bullshit talk. What you getting from that $1,800? Let's call it $1,800. Basically, whatever you see on the rifle is included. So the muzzle brake is included. Then, of course, that front rail is included. 2 magazines are included, and the third one will be coming to you. If you will purchase this rifle, go register, and they will mail it to you, the third one magazine, for free as well. Magazines are kind of sticky price point for some, because their cost is $125 at the Beretta USA site, so kind of expensive. I'm not going to deny that, but you're getting basically 3 magazines when you will purchase that rifle. Then the rifle has the stock with the adjustable cheek riser to adjust the length of pull. This is kind of, I would like to see a better solution for this. The Tikka is including spacers, which you are adding to the end of the stock. Me being a guy with the long hands, I had to use all of them, and they are set for me perfectly fine. Other than this, what you also have on the Tikka is, let me flip it to this side so you guys can see it. There is a M-LOK compatible mount for the quick detach sling, or you got the loop for a traditional hookup slings. Then you got another sling attachment point here, of course, both QD and the hook, and then on the stock. So someone really thought about, you know, when they designed the rifle, what they want to have, and they offer a lot of hidden features which are cool. And as I said, that M-LOK adapter is included in the box. The stock is, of course, folding. It's a folding stock to the side of the rifle, and I'm very familiar with the folding stocks from the AKs, but this one is really rock solid. That stock stays absolutely solid, and it locks perfectly. You know, not like on some AKs. Now, if you don't like this stock, which is included from Tikka, this is basically a castle nut, and you can include the extension tube from the AR-10, AR-15, and you can put any stock, you know, M4, let's call it that M4 stock on that Tikka rifle. That's not the problem, but I'm finding this stock extremely comfortable, and when it's set, it's perfectly fine, and I like it, that stock a lot. Rifle has 0 MOA rail across, so for those you know, who are hoping for the 20 MOA, that's not going to happen. That's what the rifle is shipped with. Of course, this is the 6.5 Creedmoor version with 24 inches barrel. The rifle weight is around 11-12 pounds, and I can hear almost people saying, oh my god, this is a heavy rifle. Guys, in the precision rifle world, this is not that bad. My XM 2010 is probably around 12 pounds with some change. So this is right there in the ballpark of what is issued to us and what we're working with. One more thing I forgot to tell you guys about the pistol grip. The pistol grip is standard AR style pistol grip. So again, if you don't like that one, however, I'm finding that one has a really nice grip. I'm suspecting it's made by the Fab Defense, but I'm not sure, but it looks like it. But if you don't like that one, it's very easy to change, and you can put any pistol grip you want on that rifle. But what about the accuracy? This is the most important question. When you're paying $1,800, what you getting in exchange? Guys, this rifle is an absolutely blast to shoot. You wanna make a trick shots for the card, split the cards, there you go. This was the perfect hit on that card. I do not understand why the card didn't split, but you can see that it opened up the card from 100 yards distance. You can do the trick shots like this, but who cares about the trick shots, right? Let's put this rifle on the paper. Here are some examples. I got tons of paper for you, but don't worry, I will show you the groups on the large screen so you see what's happening. This was the 10 shot group from Winchester ammo, and it was 0.59 MOA from the Winchester. This was from Hornady Precision Hunter. This is 0.57 MOA group. The group sizes, when you guys will see it on the computer screen, I'll have the measurements and everything, so they will be much better. These are all 10 shots groups. That rifle prints outstanding groups just like this without any sweat. Here another example. This is the 5-shot group. This is from Hornady ELD match. This is that group. So absolutely, I would say that the rifle is at least half MOA rifle. Oh, what about the extended ranges? The extended range from 317 yards, we scored below half MOA 5-shot group, and also from 600 meters, which is roughly 660 yards on the steel, you can see the results from shooting at those distances, and the rifle hovers always at least below 1 MOA, but it is half MOA basically rifle or better. Now I clocked the Hornady ELD match, and the standard deviation on all the ammo lots I had, they were always over 21 feet per second. So for the extended range, I'm saying that probably you can score even better groups if you will fine-tune the ammo, if you will reload it, or if you will find the more consistent ammo like that. Hornady Precision Hunter, extremely well ammo, and that one was trending on the standard deviation when I was clocking it just above 10 feet per second. So that's probably a better match, but it's more expensive than the ELD match. Other than this, what I have on this rifle too is a Primary Arms Platinum scope. This is a glass below, just below $1,500 with Deca reticle, and this scope is awesome, guys. The glass clarity is very good, and I'm telling you, with this setup like I have here, you can take this gun to any precision shooting match, and you're going to ring some steel, and you're not going to have a problem to reach out and hit those 1 MOA targets spread out across the range. It's absolutely out of the box. There is absolutely no problem getting below 1 MOA. As I said, from my experience, I'm saying this is probably at least a half MOA rifle, and with the hand-loaded ammunition, I wouldn't be surprised if you will have a quarter MOA on a consistent basis. And we're not talking about the one miracle group, we're talking about the consistent performance even when the barrel is warm and that rifle keeps shooting. By the way, this is the Colt Hammer forged barrel. This is the 1-to-8 twist, and the barrel is absolutely performing very nicely. I got nothing but the positive things to say about the Tikka. Tikka did a fantastic job, and if I'll have to spend again that $1,800, I will do it again, and I will purchase that rifle all over again. Absolutely no regrets. If you're looking for something to have a blast, to go and to compete in the matches, or to do some cool shooting, this is the rifle to get. All right, guys, that's it. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer it. Thanks for watching.